from the top.
From the top.
Sorry.
Okay, so my character is probably driving around in his car,
Hmm.
a not necessarily used, but heavily modified car. So
Ooh.
he's got he's got some he's a bit of a huge on the music side of things
Hmm.
because he's an art student. Art students do crazy shit like this, I'm guessing. So he's got kind of like a Blues Brothers kind of music mobile where he's just pumping loud tunes through the
Is
speakers
he
on the
on a
top
mission? Is he on a mission in the name of Dord?
on a mission in the name of God.
Oh.
Sorry, it's
Mission
been a
from
while
God.
since I watched that movie.
Yep. We're on a mission from God. 3 fried chickens and a Coke. Um, so he's rolling around and he comes across the police um in the general vicinity of where he grew up, which
Hmm.
he grew up in Ashfield for the most part. Was born in another place, but we'll get to that later. So I'm guessing he's pumping his tunes really loud and gets the attention of the police.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. Okay.
That's how I imagine this.
So young man just driving around, pumping his tunes, and okay. And cause sorry, I had like the wireless just died on me a while back, and
All good.
so okay, so he is also to establish the character. Name it's Ken
Name
Reynolds, right? Or
Ken Reynolds. Yes,
okay, and he is. So we are dealing. Do we have another good old human?
we do. A good
Yay!
old regular human.
Yay!
Two humans and a werewolf.
Two humans and a werewolf walk into a bar. I don't know how this goes on, but it sounds like a setup to a really bad joke.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yep.
two humans, a werewolf, and a baby.
The baby.
All right.
So
So okay,
I'll
we.
let you.
Two
Maybe
humans.
he gets pulled over or something.
All right. All
I
right.
don't
Well,
know.
I'm just taking a quick look at the sheet and all that good stuff, and
Questioned a bit.
getting my things ready here, and then we'll just jump into it in a second.
Okay.
Two humans and a werewolf walk into a bar. After that, no one else leaves.
Not even the humans and the werewolf?
I said no one else.
Okay.
All right. All right. Let's see. Let me just things get some things ready here. Yeah. Need my generic sheets and oh, I'm so unprepared. So unprepared. Oh.
Was a good thing I decided to get my drawing equipment out.
Yep. Yep.
All
That's
good.
okay. The dice roller all set nice and good. Things I should have done. Okay. All right. So yeah, as Ken is kind of drive, and oh wait, I'm trying to think what time it is too. What time did we leave things off last time?
About 2 a.m.
Okay. Okay. So
I am pretty sure it was just around 2 a.m.
yeah, it was getting on
Sounds
there.
about right.
So Ken is just riding along at 2 in the morning. Okay, and
Being a
And
bit of a
speeding.
douche.
Not
Not speeding.
speeding, blasting his music through.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
sorry.
For all intents and purposes.
Douchey, but not that douchey.
Yeah.
all right. Well, just do a little thing here, just getting some checks. Okay. So as Ken is riding along, well, yeah, there were the flashing red and blue lights, and in the area, some things going on. And I would ask just from Ken a just a reflexive notice check. Just
Absolutely.
You mean you have to do this every 5 minutes check?
The most common of checks.
Zero
Okay.
Zero
successes.
dice for zero
What?
successes.
0 dice?
Wait,
What am I
0 dice
doing?
for 0. Wait.
Wait just
Hold
a
up.
second here. This isn't
I-
correct.
I clicked wits and composure. Roll dice. Modifier 0, submit. There we go.
There we go.
Okay.
That's good. That's good stuff.
All right. So, yeah, Ken will notice then that as he's driving, the red and blue flashing lights are coming up around behind him, and it would seem that the officer wants him to pull over. He's getting that vibe.
So I pull over.
All right, just
No chase.
Not today.
Boring.
Oh. Oh, and quick aside. Oh, we have someone, a Twitch chat viewer. Yay! Welcome to the nerd stuff.
There.
Hello.
I
Alright.
can't see the chat because I'm not watching the Twitch stream.
Now I can
Hey.
see the chat.
Some people like
Well,
this weird
Greg,
nerd stuff.
I
Oh.
can tell you that you've talked to that person in Town just a few minutes ago.
Hooray.
It all goes back to Meme Town.
It always goes back to Town.
My domain.
All right, so
Only because I've granted it.
All right,
Yep.
so even more people. Well, nice to have people
Hey,
in here.
Rugen!
All right, so okay, continuing. Okay, well, since Ken is just pulling over as requested, yeah. So as he comes to a stop, a local. It's going to be like a. Let's see. You're outside of the city limits right now, but I'd say yeah, it's a Ashfield PD police cruiser just pulls up next to him, and
Yep.
and yeah, an officer just kind of slowly gets out, walks over to the window, which I don't know if it's up or down.
It's definitely down.
Okay,
I've got
okay.
my license plate and everything ready.
Okay. Well, yeah, which
Driver's license. Please tell me you don't have your license plate inside of the car.
I've got several license plates.
Here you
I'm
go,
from
officer.
Canada. Oh man,
Oh.
I'm sorry I got those mixed up. I haven't driven in years.
We like to have
No
fun
problem.
here. All right. So, okay. Well, yeah, he is going to look at Ken. Kind of he's got his his shades on and everything. And he's just going to he's also of course chewing on something, but he's just going to plainly ask, "Son, do you know how fast you were going?"
I'd say about whatever was on the odometer, or not odometer, the whatever. Yes, I do. In fact, know how fast I was going, and it may be too fast.
Which, well, since you didn't give a specific here, okay, since you didn't give a specific, let's do something fun here, which is just one dice, roll one d10, and I need like a
1d10?
high to low number here. So let's, like, how fast were you going exactly? Well,
You're going 120 on an 80.
well, well, okay. Now, I want to compare this, and let's see. Okay, so since you weren't specific, here's how fast you were going. So the officer kind of shakes his head and kind of lowers his shades a bit and says, "Son, it's a 25. You were going 5."
What
Which,
can I say?
fun
It's legal.
fact,
Beautiful.
in Germany, that would not be illegal.
In
Oh.
America, that's absolutely illegal.
Yeah.
You're
can
not
I say?
allowed to drive too slow because that causes traffic jams.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, I did drive in America and was told that when I drove more than 5 miles per hour below the speed limit.
Yeah, gotta go fast, but not too fast.
Most people I know here in Canada drive at least 10 miles over at
Yeah.
any given time.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, everybody wants to go fast.
I mean, I know a lot of people here in Germany that like to do that too. I'm just not one of them.
Oh,
And nobody gets arrested for going 10 miles more than the speed limit. Like, that's just.
it's
the
called
speed
flow of
limit
traffic.
is- Yeah, the speed limit is a concept, not a law.
Yeah, that
Unless
that
you're
is-
unless you're going like 20 miles per hour over, then things get a
Yeah.
little funky.
Yeah.
Okay,
you're-
that is
you're
a
going-
little
Especially if you're having
different
a bad day.
here.
Oh.
You don't get arrested for going over the speed limit, period, unless you've already caused an accident because of it.
Hmm.
You just get fined.
Oh.
Like we have
Well, yeah, you don't
camera
get
traps
arrested.
that measure your speed, and if you go 10 kilometers per hour or faster over the speed limit, you get fined.
Yeah, we
Uh.
don't get fined if we're going like around 10-ish over, but we go significantly over that. Yeah, fined.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we learn things every day here. So okay.
We learn about the important things in life.
So,
Speed limit.
and also, I had forgotten, but did Grinfox specify whether he turned his music off or not?
No, he did not.
I'm guessing he just turned it down a little bit so that
Okay.
just him could hear it.
Okay.
And,
Just he lowered the
speakers
so he lowered the volume then.
yeah.
Okay. Well, then it's gonna do a little thing, just a little. Well, first off, does Ken have a good response to that he was going 20 miles under the speed limit?
It's not about the destination, sir. It's about the journey.
And just gonna do this little thing here, just little checks, some checks. So yeah, the officer is just going to kind of, he's just looking at Ken through his shades, just kind of stone faced, and he's gonna take another chew of his either, you don't know if it's tobacco or gum, it could be anything, but he's just chewing on it, and he says, "All right, have you been partaking in some substances tonight, son?"
I've got no vices. None at all. I consider myself to be above such.
I have a feeling this is how you
Activities.
get arrested in the States for driving under the influence.
Oh. All right. Well, how convincing is Ken really? Like, let's get a little bit of
Let's see.
some manipulation and I'd say manipulation and persuasion, socialize, however you want to take that.
Well, he's not lying, but it's not subterfuge.
Yeah, it's just, well, how good's his personality? How convincing is he?
That's fair. I'd get arrested anyway, but being
Well.
so smug.
Well, all right. Let's little counter check. Yeah. Just a little. Get a baseline here. So the officer is he's just still stone faced, looking at Ken, and he's he's also got like his little pad and everything out. He's just jotting something down, looking at him and looking at the vehicle. And he goes ahead and says, "All right, son, I'm gonna need you to maybe just slowly step out of the vehicle for a moment. We need to discuss some things, check some things."
Absolutely, sir.
The easiest way to get arrested in the United States would be to say, I'm not driving, I'm traveling.
Oh no.
Oh, alarm. Give me a second.
Okay.
There we go. It's off. So I get out of the vehicle with my hands where he can see them. Not necessarily up, but just like somewhere where
Mhm.
he can see them, and I do it slowly.
All right. Also, and so we can give others some play here. So this all is happening like right across the street from Jacob's house. So I don't know if anyone in there would notice anything, which would be Jacob, but just
Let's
to
see.
get a little involvement here from the party.
It's wits composure, not resolve composure.
Mhm.
Resolve composure is for later. Wait. Yeah. There's a dice roller.
All right, which Jacob is aware of his surroundings and probably like the immediate, very immediate area because no one was actively interrogating him at the time, so he's just kind of free at the moment, you could
Not
say.
even his mother for
Well.
the whole, I want to get some time away from the family.
Yeah, but I guess he'd noticed that, there's still police in the area, still things happening, and,
Yeah, but you don't shut your mother off mid-sentence.
oh, yeah. But, okay, so well, I guess he's still in the middle of that little, but, just so we know, he is aware, roughly, of what's going
He is aware
on.
that there is someone. He just has more important things to take care of right now.
Yes, which, first off, just because I really want to get I want to get Ken's scene in here, but I want to get a baseline for how the explanation would have been going thus far. Just like a good idea of where to start when we get back to that. So, like, for Jacob, some kind of social role here. Probably a
Persuasion?
Probably a manipulation, persuasion, or subterfuge if you go the straight lying path.
No, there's no lie in that. He just wants some time away from the family because to get his life back on track.
Okay. So then, yeah, just the manipulation, persuasion. All right, a nice good 0. So that talk probably hadn't been going so great.
Mom's having none of it.
All
Which
right.
means eventually I'll probably have to play the I'm an adult, you can't keep me here card.
I do what I want. Oh. All right. So okay. So we got a good baseline of how that's going. Then we'll go back to Ken because I want to see where this goes. Oh.
It's Kevin. No, it's Ken.
Ken,
I thought
just
it was Kevin.
no, Ken.
For some reason.
No,
Ken.
Ken.
Brain.
So
I have a weird brain.
So
Sorry.
so Ken had just stepped out of the car and he is complying, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Which to that okay, so like the officer is like he is going to just calmly ask Ken to to please walk in a straight line for a few feet. He's just going through some tests,
Right?
which
I'll,
it would be a nice simple you can use either strength or dexterity plus athletics. It's a nice simple feat.
Definitely go for dexterity. So
All right.
once again, what's with the ones?
But a simple feat, you can do the thing, and all right, so then that means, yeah, Ken he walks straight, walks back. He does not appear to be under the influence of anything. So then the officer is going to ask Mr. Ken, what is he doing out what's he doing out here in this part of town at driving around like that at 2 in the morning?
Just trying to get back home.
Hmm. And to that, he's of course
I live
going to
around here,
ask.
sir.
So he is going to ask, and and where might that be, son?
So this is where things get interesting.
Okay.
I had where he lived. So let's say there's like a really big house around here somewhere where
Okay.
somebody,
It's
because the
suburbs.
concept for like suburbs, yeah, but like one of the larger houses and
All
a
right.
well kept lawn and somewhere where somebody influential lives. Let's just say that.
Okay. All right. So yeah, okay. Then you just like point over there, and this big house. So
Yep.
okay.
With my parents, sir.
Hmm. All right. And I'm just gonna do a little check for him, see if he might know a little something about that. Yeah. Okay. So the officer looks over in that direction and spots the too large to miss suburban manor, and
Yep.
yeah, he looks and then looks back to Ken, and he kind of sighs. He just sighs, and he says, "Well, I don't want to keep you then, but there is some incidents going on in this neighborhood tonight. Some talk about a wild animal or something. Maybe something escaped from the zoo or the woods or something. I don't know. But just be careful out there tonight."
Understood, sir. And I my grin just kind of like wipes away from my face.
I do have a
hope
little
the indoor
question.
outdoor pool is all right.
I do have a little question.
Yep.
Did Ken really grow up in that house?
Yes.
Would that
But
mean that he and Jacob will know each other?
Ooh.
Because technically we're neighbors.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
And I have been living with my family up to this point.
Yes.
Well.
So if that's possible, I was going to message you about that, but then the game started. Dunno.
Oh. Well, we
no
can
problem on my side.
we can still work this.
Okay. So the relationship I was going for would be like kind of a negative one, but not like overtly negative. Like I would be kind of a well known in the neighborhood as being a bit of a, vain trust fund kid.
Well, then of course it's a negative one because Jacob up to this point worked for everything he got.
Yes.
Well, all I can imagine is this is Ken the Gary Oak in this situation? Oh.
If Gary Oak had to work with Ash, then I'd say probably.
Come on, Jacob is not as clueless as Ash.
Good point.
Oh.
Is Marcus as clueless as Ash? Probably not.
No.
Definitely not. James would be.
Marcus is more like Professor Oak.
Yes.
All right
If
then.
Professor Oak was a werewolf.
I can just
Oh.
imagine that now. All the Rule 34.
Oh no.
Oh God.
No,
Furry
shut up.
Terrible.
Rule 34.
No, shut up. Shut
Stop.
up. No.
Stop. Please don't.
Oh.
Does it not help that I'm currently drawing an animal?
No.
Though I'm drawing
Shut up,
an
no.
actual animal, not a furry.
All right. So, so I'm trying to think. Well, so for these two characters that so now we have established because we didn't hammer that out beforehand. Well, I guess first off on Jacob's end, I guess it would be like when he had noticed things, if he would notice like either the car or the person, if he could have spotted that or not, or if he would have remembered even.
Well, he probably would have remembered the rich kid that he never really liked because that kid never had to work a day in his life.
Then the
Actually, Jacob would dislike Ken a lot more after his accident than he did before.
well, then I guess the other one would be for Ken, because all the police and everything were around Jacob's house. If he remembers, that might be a check to see if he remembers Jacob. Because I feel like probably he wouldn't remember someone like Jacob as well as the other way
Well,
around.
Jacob isn't exactly a wallflower. He was physically very fit and probably active around the school too.
Well, okay. Well, we can go with, since nobody's character has any forgetful flaws or anything, we can go that, okay, this is established canon then. All right? Starting here and now, it's been stamped into stone. It's established. So then, yeah, that case, Ken knows exactly where he is and whose house all the police and everything, and animal control too. Who they're all around. And I have ideas. So okay, so the officer though is done with Ken and he's letting him go. So Ken can do what he wants at this point.
Ken can do.
Oh.
I'm shutting up now. I'm sorry.
Okay. Ken's just gonna park his car and probably look at the damage, I guess. Damage that Marcus caused.
Ooh.
He doesn't know it's Marcus.
Okay, well, I have ideas for that too. So then in that case, a casual notice check, just the old
Wits, composure.
Yep. Because I have an idea for this here. Hmm.
Oh boy.
Oh, well. So here's what I'll say is that while he won't find any particular, like, tracks or things of interest, well, what he couldn't miss is, since we've now established that basically Ken is roughly neighbors with Jacob, that, well, so when Marcus had torn through some fences and yards and stuff like that, one of them was, yeah, that nice big house of Ken's that they lives in with his, I guess, with his parents. That
Yep.
yeah, his house is the fence that Marcus went through, like messed up the yard. I don't know, maybe there's junk in the pool now. It's so yeah, that one he couldn't miss.
Hmm. God fucking damn it, he says to himself. Can I roll a wits investigation?
All right, let's have.
Let me see. Investigation. There we go. Okay.
All right, and
So what I'm looking for is the where the tracks, I guess, tracks in quotation marks, kind of like start.
okay. Then in that case, it's not hard, uh, because there is a clear path of destruction, some prints, huge prints, and the just dirt and bushes and things, just all kinds of debris, and then a shattered door frame, uh, straight out of Jacob's house, is where the carnage starts, and then it goes like back and through your yard.
Okay. I see what I have to do now. I'm gonna take a piece of paper out of my car
All right.
and a Sharpie, of course, and
Ooh.
it's just gonna be a lined piece of paper and write private investigator on it.
Wait, what? I missed.
Shenanigans.
I'm intrigued.
What's happening? What's he private investigating?
The debris in the pool of his parents, I guess.
Yep.
My path of destruction?
Yep.
Alright.
Oh, which as an aside, I wonder, like, did Marcus just go back to the woods, or like has he tried to loop around and come back, or what was his plan there?
To get to the woods.
Hmm.
Have I reached the woods yet at this moment?
Well,
in time?
yes, he would have. We did establish that he made it. He made it last time.
Well, then I'm gonna turn back into a dude, go to my shack, and get some clothes.
Okay, so that's what. Okay, good. I can set some time frame aside for that. So that's what Marcus has been doing. All right, just establishing that, and then to get you back in there.
Okay.
Yeah. Once I get my clothes, then I'm walking back.
Okay.
Are you walking back the same way you came?
No.
That would be
Good.
stupid.
Yeah.
That'd be very.
All right. So okay. Then just establishing that fact. Then yeah, back to Ken. So he wrote. He's
Private investigator in like really childish drawing, like with the
Okay.
check marks next to it, I guess.
all right. Well, and he.
So I'm going to go up to Jacob's house,
Okay.
and I'm going to knock on the thin air that used to be his door.
Well, okay,
and announce to whoever's there,
Which
holding
would
the
be
paper up.
Jacob and his mom fighting.
Hmm.
and hold the paper up. Bullshit Reynolds, Private investigator here. I'd like to know about my pool that appears to have been ruined.
Oh,
So okay, he announces
right
his
then.
presence, and okay,
and gets greeted with the words, fuck off.
well, and at the same time, like since he's announcing his presence, like Jacob and his mother were in kind of mid argument, but she would recognize that. Wait, what's is that? Oh, is it that neighbor boy? Oh.
The bigger question is she okay with her son using words like that?
Well, I'd imagine with all that transpired that night and the police and other things on her mind.
Okay. Because Jacob's mom would be the kind of person who in a normal situation would scold.
Yeah, but
You get a look.
circumstances.
But also, Reynolds is kind of a dick. But anyways.
Oh,
So, do you know anything about this pool that has been, in all intents and purposes, ruined?
Do you have a problem with your ears? I mean, the last time I saw you, you didn't, but with the kind of music you're blasting all night, you probably do by now. I said, fuck off.
All right. I'll see if the police have anything to do with it.
Which,
then I walk
by the
away.
way, if you know Jacob, you would know that he usually does not walk around with a cane.
Ken Reynolds isn't very observant.
hmm. Well, it's the two of you.
No, I think Ken Reynolds at this point would be walking back to his house.
Well, all right. So, after the brief engagement, Ken just turns around and he's heading out. So,
I'm sorry, but this is exactly the kind of reaction you would get out of Jacob.
Well, that's what I expected. So I'm going to walk back and in the middle of the street stop.
ooh, okay.
Then I'd say he turns back and then walks up to the stairs with a smile on his face and then drops to his knees and starts begging for somebody to please just tell him what the hell's going on. Because currently he knows his parents are out.
Well,
And they're going to kill him if they find out that he didn't do anything to save his property and his pool. They love his pool.
Isn't it their pool though?
Well,
Good point. They love their pool.
Well, since Ken did.
He's like in hysterics. So.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, look, Jacob's mother is still. She's all kinds of confused here, but like she would notice all of this going on, and she is going to just walk up to Mr. Ken there, and ask, oh, aren't you the Reynolds boy? What are you doing out and about this at this hour? What's I don't you know there's some.
Gonna kill me, miss. My parents gonna kill me. I was just going back from a friend's house and I just found all this mess. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm gonna be killed, man.
Don't be dramatic. And leave my mom alone. She's gone through enough for today.
Okay. and then he stands up, dusts himself off, and walks off again.
Which Jacob's mother, witnessing all this, is just looks at him and back to Jacob, and she kind of quietly asks, "Is that boy on the drugs? Is what's going on?"
I wouldn't put it past him, Mom.
Okay, so after all the shenanigans with I'm just gonna try and move things forward here because I've got no more ideas. After all that stuff happening, that police and let's see what's going on with Marcus.
Hmm.
How about?
Well,
Yeah,
I've
maybe
got
Okay.
Marcus is gonna get this the shit show back on track.
yeah, well, because
Yeah.
he made a clean
Yeah.
getaway to the forest, and he presumably made very good time. So yeah, he got dressed and everything, and he's been making his way back, which on foot, because he left the truck has been left behind.
Yep,
Uh,
it's at the hospital.
so
Actually, speaking of that, I might go go over there and get that.
all right, because I have an idea where you all are in relation to the shack, and it's like that would be kind of halfway point right there, the hospital. So yeah,
Go-
okay.
Go get my car.
All right. So then, okay. So you just went and picked your car up. It would still just be in the parking lot. Although the only question is keys.
Oh yeah. Did you leave those in the car? Because otherwise you have a problem.
Yeah.
For the sake of convenience, let's say I did.
All right. So
And I have a particular hatch for them to hide them in.
okay.
So that my car doesn't get stolen, although I don't know why anybody would want to steal this hunk of junk.
I just imagine it just rust covered completely. Oh. All right.
Such
So
an accurate depiction.
So okay. So then yeah, Marcus got his car and he had been on the way back. So we can put Marcus as finally look, everybody's coming down that road, that suburb road. So he is kind of arriving back in the neighborhood again.
I park a distance away from the home and watch.
All right. Which we could say then that, well, because there's nothing saying he wasn't, that Marcus was just watching the whole thing.
Yeah.
All
I'm waiting for an opportunity when Jacob is alone.
right. So, okay, well then what Marcus would have seen up to this point is, yeah, that the kid getting pulled over and then looking around the trail of destruction, and then going in and out and back in and out again of Jacob's house. So yeah, that's okay. Marcus has witnessed all of that, and then we have all of the players here. All the pieces are set up right next to each other, and I'm waiting for someone to make a move. So, oh, that's the wireless. Oh, wireless died on me again. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh,
Test,
hold.
test.
Oh,
Hi.
wireless dying on me again.
Oh no,
Gotta love it.
gotta love it.
And by love it,
We can still hear you when we can still hear you when your wireless dies, right?
I don't know.
Well,
No, I mean,
could
like,
still
we
hear you
can.
when you said that the wireless is dying on you.
Okay.
All of us can.
Because for the laptop, the signal was down, so I don't know. I don't know how you heard me.
It's down.
But all right then. So nothing missed. So yeah, I'm just waiting. Like all the pieces are in place. I want to see where someone make a move. Perfect setup.
Well, again, I'm waiting for an opportunity when Jacob is alone.
Yeah,
Which
I'm probably still discussing with the mother over the whole
okay,
want to leave for a while thing.
okay, because yeah, you'd already chased the. Well, you'd gotten rid of the police suspicion and all that. So Jacob is alone except for his parents. Yes. All
Okay,
right.
so
Oh.
I guess
Hmm?
I'll go back to the home I live in and try to enter. But it's probably locked now.
I would assume he has the key to his own house.
Well, see, he wasn't planning on staying out until his parents got home.
Hmm.
He was planning on staying out past when his parents got home and coming home to a unlocked house.
Hmm. Uh.
His parents aren't home yet,
Okay. Okay. So
so I'm guessing that's
no
how
getting
that
in.
works. So he's got a broken backyard and can't get into his own house.
Hmm.
Great.
So I guess he's just sitting on his like front steps. Then.
He's probably set up a lounge chair next to the pool in the front yard until his parents get home.
There's also a pool in the front yard.
No, from the pool in the backyard, like in the storage room. Whatever.
Now I understand. Now I
No.
understand.
He is surrounded by a moat, and that moat has lots
Oh.
of liquor and lounge chairs.
Hmm. You have to have a front pool and a back pool, and
Side pool,
yep.
upstairs pool.
I mean,
A
pools
moat.
seem to be a lot more common in the States than they are in Germany.
Oh yes, they are.
Love them pools.
Yep.
Love that
You're a rich
water
kid.
women.
All right, so then Ken is just lounging about in the backyard next to all the
Front yard.
carnage.
Front yard, I said.
Or yeah, front yard, but still
Yeah.
next to all the
good.
carnage. It's just a mess. Then, all right, then yeah, it's back to Jacob then. Which like his parents are just so confused about what is even happening tonight. But all these strangenesses that keeps happening. Uh, so, well, okay, they had gotten interrupted because Jacob was trying to explain some things.
Well, not trying to force to.
Mm. Yeah, which his mother still would wonder what because she wasn't so convinced last time.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, as to like what's Jacob doing? Why? She that's her logic right now.
I'm trying to get a good way to explain this right now.
Lots of explanations.
The why is pretty simple when you really think about it. I've been dependent on other people for the past 8 months by now, and I I really think I need to have some time where I depend on myself and not other people to get back on track.
All right. And because this is a good sense argument. Just I like to get a baseline here, so I'm gonna add a +2 for solid reasoning, and it makes sense. So +2, but manipulation and persuasion or social, whichever. Okay. All right. All right. Which it's just it is not a contested one. It is just that Jacob is sincere. So, or at least he sounds it. So, yeah, the mother is just concerned, but she kind of nods and looks at Jacob and she will ask, well, where where are you going to? Where can we reach you? And so she's just questioning now.
I'm going to stay at friends, and I will call you. I promise.
All right, and well, she kind of raises her eyebrow a little that you won't give her a number or an address or anything, but she makes very sure that like she asks like you or really tells Jacob that you call immediately. We want to know that you're doing all right.
Yes, Mom, I will call.
All right. And with that, she will like yeah she'll leave Jacob be and remind him also that it's oh goodness it's what is it 3 a.m. It's oh so yeah it did interrupt her sleep.
Well, that wasn't me.
But yeah, so she accepts, and yeah, she just she needs to talk with Jacob's father, and then it's 3 a.m. So she does say though that there's another talk that needs to be had, but not tonight.
Okay, Mom.
People are trying to sleep. All right, so yeah, Jacob has been left to his own devices.
And going to stay out for a bit longer too, in hope that someone does come back.
Hmm.
So what? You're outside now?
Yeah, I'd step outside, get some fresh air.
Well, once Marcus sees that you're alone, he does step out of the car from just a little while away, and walks over.
Well, question is, let's see, do I notice that?
Gesture wildly.
Nope.
Well, you're being approached, so hard to not
I
notice.
continue walking over to him until I'm right to where he is, so he does notice me.
Where'd you come from?
Yeah, eventually I will notice you, I can imagine. If Double allows it.
Yes, like it. If someone isn't stealthing up on you, but just walking straight at you in your line of vision, you will notice.
Know that you're a more merciful DM than I am.
Well, the alternative is that suddenly,
Lost in thought.
Well, okay.
The alternative is I was lost in thought.
It's well, in my head, what I see is that like, and then Marcus suddenly appears like he, just got spawned in out of thin air.
You know that.
Marcus is
N64
now
popping.
relevant to the story. He is spawned in.
Yeah, it's a pop in.
Boop. Marcus is here.
Everyone is here.
Everyone is here.
Well, seeing Marcus approach, I will kind of look at him with a disgruntled expression.
With a what expression?
Disgruntled.
Oh,
Ah. Well, Marcus hands you the wooden case. I got it for you.
Yes, and you scared my mother half to death.
Well, I
But-
didn't mean to. She's the one who noticed me.
Thank you very much. Really, it's
I made
just
sure
been a
not to
long
hurt
night.
her. So, what do you plan on doing now?
I haven't thought far ahead, but I know where to go at least.
You know where to go, huh? Oh, sorry. I just unmuted myself when I said that. Sorry. Okay. What do I get for that? It's composure.
Well, I mean, you could approach us and listen to us
well, like,
talking.
well, I
That
mean,
would be a good way to bring you back into the story.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean, from where Ken is, like, well, he would notice that, what is he's I guess he's just looking around, and he would notice this meeting that you all are having just, in the street,
An unfamiliar old man and Jacob.
and the wooden box, because that's a big box.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jacob was raised not to show off his gun, so it's not like Ken would know what's inside.
Nope.
It's pirate gold.
So Ken would approach slowly
All right.
and then listen to the rest of the scene, I guess.
Well, he's not. So Ken is not being sneaky then.
He's not being sneaky. He's just being a little bit subversive about talking just yet.
Is getting one success enough to notice Ken coming closer?
Well, he's not sneaking, so I mean, you'd
Absolutely.
yeah, so you'd either hear some footsteps or see something out of the corner of
See it.
your eye, like you would notice. So,
So, what are you doing here now? Didn't I tell you to fuck off like, what, 15 minutes ago?
I just thought I'd stick around. See the sights, you know my deal.
Like bubblegum.
So, who's your friend?
Marcus, Ken, Marcus.
Hi, Marcus. What?
I already don't like you.
I'm sure we can be friends. I'm not always this fucking insecure and, you know.
Oh, normally you're a pain in the ass.
Normally, yes. Other times, no. I'm not sure we've hung out that much, have we? How long has it been? 15
High
minutes?
school?
Probably high school. I wouldn't call that a hangout.
True. To be honest, I don't like rich kids that get everything handed to them.
That's a fair point. But you may need a little bit of smoothing over to do, if I'm correct. See, you know that my parents have a bit of reputation. And I just so happened to notice that your house may have been where it started. You know, a path of destruction, of course. I
That
can
would
smooth
be
that over for
correct.
you.
And how do you want to do that? I mean, the police was here. We told them what happened. End of story.
Yes, but who says that they can't blame it more on an escaped animal from, say, somebody else's room? I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
That's a common theme with you, isn't it?
Very common. So, maybe I could possibly potentially arrange for somebody to get arrested, but I'd rather not, as I have stuff to do. And that stuff to do involves the three of us potentially doing stuff together. I'm desperate for friends, if you can't tell.
I'm not the type that makes friends.
Marcus,
Well-
Marcus is just kind of glaring at this guy.
Also, with the kinds of things I have in mind, I'm not quite sure that you actually want to stick around.
Mhm.
What types of things? You have me curious now. Very curious.
I'll
Believe
leave it up to
me,
you.
you A, wouldn't believe what I'm saying, and B, if you would believe what I'm saying, it would probably scare the hell out of you.
Oh, are we doing DMT tonight, boys? I'm in for that. Don't let the cops hear me, though.
An utter disgust, like an utter look of disgust, just comes from Marcus's face.
I'm kidding, of course. Who knows what we
Mhm.
do? You know,
Jacob at this point
meet
probably looks
ladies.
a little bit exasperated.
Quite possibly even men. Who knows? I'm up for anything, man. You know me.
How about monster hunting?
Sweet Jesus. I'm no gunner for that nerdy shit, you know.
I'm not talking about nerdy shit, I'm talking about the real deal.
Once again, sweet Jesus. Wait a second, are you serious?
Yes.
There's an old man here interacting with what? How old of a person? How old is Jacob?
18.
Yeah, an old man interacting with an 18-year-old boy.
This doesn't
This is
seem
like
right.
some mentorship shit happening here.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm not talking about some nerdy shit. Not necessarily my territory, if you might remember high school.
Oh, I do.
I'm talking about the real deal. So, you up for anything?
Sure. And you can see the smile return to his face.
I look at Marcus. Did I really just ask him that? Why did I do that? Why?
You might make me a better man, man. Who knows?
Don't ask me.
I'm sorry, Ken. I'm still into girls.
Good point.
I'm
You were
sorry,
never-
but you might make me into a better man. That really sounded like
A little bit.
a pickup line.
So real quick, so
You're
Ken is
never-
being invited along.
If he is up for it.
Which I would
Jacob
actually
did hope to scare him off with the monster.
well,
And
so real quick, I feel like this is a good opportunity for sort of a role of, well, how much, if any, like
how does Ken believe me?
yeah, like, or does he think you're just like talking about LARPing or something?
Yeah.
Well, I already cleared out the nerdy shit, so
But
So would that be an intelligence plus wits
uh,
or intelligence plus socialize?
I would say,
Subterfuge or something.
well, okay. I would say it's probably a not socialize. How about wits plus empathy, actually? Because you're reading him here.
you're
Okay.
reading a person that doesn't want to be read.
Yeah.
So wits plus empathy. 2 dice, I think. So let's see how this
Do you
turns
have
out.
empathy?
I don't. I don't
then,
have any empathy.
Then it's 1 for
Chance.
you. Yeah.
Chance roll.
Chance.
Yeah, just a 1. Yeah.
Oh wait, I clicked chance. Sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
you should
yeah.
click chance.
Good.
So critical failure.
Yep.
Well, then, I mean, in that case, like, Ken is, well, it doesn't affect whether or not he wants to go along, but he just thinks this is, like...
We're getting into the role play already.
yeah.
This is some meta shit.
Yep.
This is some real meta shit.
So, yeah, he just thinks this is some kind of LARP thing that, you know, you're gonna get in costumes and all
How
that.
popular was that in the 80s?
Oh, quite popular.
Yeah. People love that. So yeah,
course, it was
that's
in
what
high school
Ken
then.
thinks is happening.
Oh god, this is gonna blow up at some point. Badly.
Yep.
All
How
right.
good are you at handling firearms?
How good am I at pardon?
Handling firearms.
I got a few guns in the back. Nothing too special.
You.
Yes.
Get one.
All right. I'll go to the store and buy a gun.
Like you think this is LARP, but you're going to buy a real gun?
well,
Well,
actually, if I could, like, well,
he's going to buy like
no, wait,
Probably.
so you just said that you had a gun, right? Like, it didn't.
Yeah, but he also thinks this is some roleplay shit, so he probably thinks that he's supposed to have a gun.
Yep.
Which, okay, well, then if he's gonna go get one, well, how about? Because
Air
It's a-
gun.
yeah, like he's got like a toy gun that looks kind of, you know, looks real
Yeah,
enough.
like a Nerf gun.
Yeah, like like it just okay. If I roll a 1 here. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
well,
roll
okay.
a Nerf
What
gun.
kind of toy gun does he have? So he goes to fetch one.
4.
Okay. Then I would say that's like, okay, an air gun that would look relatively realistic, except it has like the orange cap on the end of the barrel.
Do I even have roll perception for that?
Well, I mean, it depends if he actually like really shows it to you.
Air guns are not completely ineffective weapons, but they're pretty ineffective.
And also, with an orange cap at the end, does that mean it just makes a sound?
No, I think the orange cap is to signalize that it's not a real gun,
Yeah.
so you don't get
Ah.
shot by the police.
Yeah.
Right.
Can I roll an intelligence firearms to spot that that's a fake?
Okay, okay. Well, it depends. Like, is he showing is he gonna, when he gets back, is he going to, like, show the whole thing to you, or is he just, like, keeping it in his pocket?
He's not keeping it in his pocket. He's going to definitely roll it around his hands a few times and show off a little bit.
Okay.
Do I then really have to roll if it has the orange tip on the end?
Well, it's nighttime, all right? So it's dark.
Bright orange.
There are street lights.
True.
And there are street lights.
Okay, how about I would just say as long as you even get a 1,
mean-
you're good. Like,
I mean, people hunt with air guns.
yeah, I mean,
So-
Yeah, but not for werewolves.
yeah. So okay, no, you definitely
Yeah.
notice.
I think you might have misunderstood us. He means a real gun.
You know,
You see
the thing that
Miles-
shoots bullets.
Wipes off his face. So this won't do?
No,
Meta. Okay, this won't do?
no, this won't do. This is. This is not a game. I am literally talking about hunting monsters. How does that not get into your brain?
Cross section of Ken Reynolds' brain. Crayon. Anyway.
Do you still think that this is some nerd shit?
Well, I'm kind of into that too, but
I am not into that. I am talking about literally hunting monsters.
what kinds of monsters?
Vampires, demons. I would say werewolves, but I feel like I would get punched for that.
No, you wouldn't.
Okay, werewolves too.
There's bad werewolves. There's bad werewolves. There's actually 2 different types of werewolves in the Werewolf the Forsaken universe. The ones
Mhm.
that are the Forsaken and the ones that call themselves the Pure.
Yeah.
Marcus is a Forsaken, so he hates the Pure.
It's
And the
complicated.
Pure hate him.
So
Everyone hates the Black Spiral Dancers. Wait, no.
No,
no, that is old
Something
of
else.
darkness.
Old. Yeah.
that's Werewolf the Apocalypse. Black Spiral Dancers is Werewolf the Apocalypse. And in that game, you play as the Pure ones.
Hmm. Okay.
Well, is Ken convinced yet? Like, that's the question. Which
I guess I'll roll an intelligence wits. to see
Yeah,
if I
yeah,
can
we'll say
convince-
intelligence wits. That's a good one. He is not picking up what Jacob
not
is
picking
putting
up
down.
what Jacob-
Still convinced that you're just going really hard into this roleplay here.
Well, he could then also think that the cane is part of the roleplay.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, it is. I never seen you walk around with a cane before, and he's gonna go and walk up and try to look at it, like stare at it on his knees.
What are you doing now? Are you having a stroke? Do I have to call an ambulance?
No, but if you hit me with that, I will. Just don't do that. And he's kind of like, I guess he's looking to see if there's any weight. He can tell if there's any weight being put on the cane.
Ah,
Can I do that?
yeah. That would be like, I'd say either well, it's the same for you, but like intelligence or wits and medicine. I think would be a good combo. Which do you have
Nope.
No. So it's a chance roll. So that's so that and that's a crit. So
Wait, that wasn't a chance roll. That
because
was medicine -3.
yeah, that put you
Yeah,
at
because it's a knowledge check.
yeah -3
Ah.
unskilled. So like yeah, so that's a so in that case, as Ken would look at the cane and the weight being put on it, he is convinced. Oh, that's fake. That's totally fake. That's just.
Yeah. Okay, I'll roll with you guys for now.
So you do understand that we're serious, that we're not talking some lab shit. This is fucking real.
Sure, man.
I need to
Yep, totally.
know that you understand this. Can I do
Yep,
an empathy
totally.
roll too?
Okay.
Yep, totally. Definitely, I understand it.
Wink.
I am gonna do is that with empathy? Please tell me that's with empathy.
Well, yeah, it's with empathy. That's a good one for it. Yes.
Yep, totally, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
he does understand it. Oh
Yep.
god, this is
All clear, Roger, Roger.
All clear. Roger, Roger.
Marcus is
Roger,
just thinking
Clarence.
this man is going to. Like, Marcus is just thinking this man is going to shit his pants, like, when he sees the real thing.
Well, does Marcus know that Ken does not understand what's going on?
Let's find out. What do I roll?
Just wits and empathy.
Alright. Just 1 second.
I love this is setting up for shenanigans.
Yep. This is setting up for someone losing his hearing when Jacob demonstrates his skills.
Yep. Alright, I got wits, empathy. Let's make a roll. Nope.
Well,
we all think that.
so okay, since we've had so much of like both Ken has like critically failed to understand and everyone else is here's what I'm going to say. It is now set in stone canon that like Ken, as far as Ken knows, and everyone like so as far as Ken knows, this is well, within my campaign, there is a tabletop within a tabletop, if you will, Land of Shadows, and a modern role play, and that's what Ken thinks that that everyone is. They're just LARPing for that, and yeah, so he's getting into character.
Shadows within World of Darkness.
Yep,
Yes.
yep.
Loving it. Loving this meta shit right here.
So yeah, and I'm gonna say right now, like since Ken is convinced of this, and everyone else, so Ken is now, his class is he is a hunter class in Land of Shadows. He's getting into his persona, and everyone else is just convinced that he knows what he's actually doing. That's this with all those zeros, like it's canon now.
Until Ken sees the real deal for the first time.
Yeah.
Unless he's convinced that he's just like getting really into it.
Oh god.
Like he is actually like this is what it's like for those people who play it. It's real. It looks so real. Holy shit.
But yeah, it's canon now.
Yep.
Is this what imagination is like?
No shit.
Oh.
That's actually perfect.
Well, then I guess our next step is to get going and get to Dancrest.
All right, so we're going to Dancrest, okay?
Yes,
Right.
you might want to, for now, not make it known what you are, Marcus. From what I read in this, from what I read in the notes so far, that might be a bad idea.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, getting in the truck.
All right, so everybody is piling on into the truck then. And okay,
I
so
thought it was a bug, but it's a truck now.
all right. So okay. So are they going? Is the party going straight to their destination, or does any?
Unless someone needs to stop somewhere.
Yeah, like does anyone have anything they need done, or it's the
Marcus is no nonsense. Straight to Dancrest.
time?
Well, first, I guess Ken darts into his poolyard shack and tries to find a game of Yahtzee or something.
uh, well,
Because Yahtzee has die, right?
oh wait, well, if he's
Oh!
well, if he's going for like, I mean, look, so clearly we've established that he's at least somewhat familiar with the with Land of Shadows, so maybe he's got some dice, got a bag of dice and everything, and
No, he's just heard about it from friends in
okay, he's not a nerd.
He's not a nerd. He's no nerd. He's more
So,
of a
so
just
he
a-
grabs some Yahtzee dice.
Okay.
yeah.
Hmm. All right.
What are you doing with those? You need D10s.
He has no
Oh,
idea.
Jacob wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
And neither would Marcus. And Marcus doesn't really care. Like, even if Marcus did know that Ken had no idea what was going on, Marcus would absolutely not care. Like, if this kid is going to get himself killed, that's no skin off my back.
All right. So he's prepared now.
He thinks he is prepared now.
So, Dancrest. Straight there.
All right. And let's see. It's around game time. Well, this is another factor. Game time. It's like 3:30 in the morning. It's gonna take you about maybe a little over a half hour to get there. So I guess no one's concerned with the time of time of night.
Well, thing is, when Jacob was part of the hunter group, they did mostly operate at night. So
But does anyone know that currently? Like,
Jacob has read his own journal.
okay, fair enough. That is true. So, okay then. So you all make your way there, and oh yeah, I guess Marcus would be doing the driving. We assume
Yes.
because his vehicle. All right, then just a quick dexterity drive to make sure timely fashion, all that good stuff.
All right. Well, let's see how well this turns out. I only have 1 point in drive, so let's see how this turns out.
Well, you can't botch it. This is not Old World of Darkness where you can botch even something you're skilled at.
All right, then.
Hey.
Okay, it's good time then, like a half hour, just a nice even half hour. So it's a good 4 in the morning. When you all you make your way out to Craven County, which is west of Ashfield. It's very wooded, but not a little swampy, but mostly just forests. And there's some like very, very tiny towns and townships out there. And one of them has a nice sized church, an old church nestled in the woods, and yeah, so you're coming up on like the parking lot area, and you would be able to see that there's a little light on in there too, so the some activity.
And as we approach, I would realize, how do I prove that this is real? That I am actually someone who has information from the future.
Hmm.
I mean, they know supernatural shit exists.
Hmm. Wait, quick aside. I'm trying to think. The journal did did that go off with James or?
I thought we gave it to Jacob.
No,
Okay, just-
Jacob had it.
okay.
Jacob had his stuff.
Okay, just making sure. It was up in the air for a little while.
Which I do have Benjamin's notes.
Hmm.
I do have noted down the name Benjamin.
Hmm.
So I guess I want to talk to Benjamin.
Well, you're all just sitting out in the car right now, so you gotta decide.
Well, I'm gonna get out.
All right. So then, okay, so Jacob gets out and just walking up to the front door then.
Yep.
All right. Well, the doors are locked.
I can knock.
Okay. Okay.
There is a thing called knocking. It was invented a while ago.
Just, I like to establish the approach. All right. Okay. So, all right, some knocking. Let me get a thing up here and do a little thing. Okay. Oh. All right, and other one. Okay. I got the. So it's gonna take a little while then. Like for quite some time there is no answer, and not much sound at all. So Jacob is just kind of standing there for a good 5 minutes, actually, just out there.
Well, he's gonna wait.
Yeah, but eventually, there is some footsteps approaching, and the door, not all the way, but the door kind of cracks open, um, and a man, just I'd say like a little taller than Jacob, maybe in his 30s, or young, like late 20s, early 30s, has some red hair, but little rounded, a little bit rounded, but he just kind of peeks out and looks Jacob up and down, and he very quickly says, it's 4 a.m. Church services, you ought to come back in the morning. So he's just kind of trying to brush him aside.
I'm here to talk to Benjamin.
And to that, the man kind of, that makes him pause for a moment, hearing that, and he asks very very quickly, what and who might you be? What if that person is, if that person is here, what's your business?
Well, I've heard that Benjamin deals with the more unusual big game in the area.
And well, first off, I guess, okay, how convincing does Jacob sound when he says that? So a little manipulation, persuasion. Like, who is
I'm
this kid?
so good with those.
Yeah, but it's like, who is this kid?
Not good
Oh.
with socials.
Oh, it's everyone's lucky night. so he the door kind of starts closing again, and he says, "Oh, kid, I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you should just come back in the morning for regular service like everybody else." And the door starts
Oh,
closing.
You don't know that this church is a base for monster hunters.
All right, that gets his attention, and he's
Hey, the subtle approach didn't work.
yeah. So he just outright the door opens a little more, and he kind of peeks around too. He says, what might you know about that? Who exactly are you?"
That is a